What's up, y'all? Welcome to another Average Consumer Show. Today, we have a lot of controversy around DaBaby. Um, Honestly, where does it start? I would say this is where it starts with the whole him bringing out Tory Lanez at Rolling Loud. So, if you don't know, this past weekend was Rolling Loud in Miami. I know a lot of people, was excited for that, John. But of course, it's a show where they have a big lineup of a whole bunch of lit artists, and they do sets and stuff like that. So people like DaBaby, Megan Thee Stallion, Lil Uzi, all these big artists. Not the Drake and Kanye tier of people, but those people, the A-list artists like Lil Baby and them. So DaBaby, after performing his song with Meg Thee Stallion, Cry Baby, he brought out a mysterious figure and asked the crowd to identify the person. So I'll just play the clip right here.
4 times, Stunner. Who you think? Who? Who?
I know who that is. I know who the fuck that is. Let's go. Let's go.
Bounce, 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 bounce. 1, 2.
Okay, wrist over the mic drum, bitch.
Is there something wrong with the audio? Because it didn't seem like people was all that excited. Is the audience audio like lowered or something?
Everybody's gonna have mixed reactions. Everybody ain't gonna have the same reaction. So, I guess. Because when you bring out another artist, like they're there for your set. So you bring out another artist, some people are like, "Well, I'm here to see you." Like some people are confused, but.
It's kind of like how they wanted to see Tyler the Creator, but then when Drake was on stage, they were like booing him.
Yeah, exactly.
That's just the wrong crowd, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like if Drake came out, they'd be like, "Oh my god."
And Drake didn't go to Rolling Loud, right? He's like
Drake never does Rolling Loud.
So yeah, he's probably like on a different level.
But yeah, so. Because, this is like the biggest audience some of these artists will ever get. Drake can do this any day.
He can go to Amsterdam and get that.
Right. So,
that's pretty crazy.
That is crazy. But yeah, so this is where it started, and of course, people felt the way about that. I was reading comments on the internet. People like, oh, he don't got no loyalty to Meg. Oh, why would you? They're talking about, oh, you're traumatizing this girl by bringing her shooter on the stage and this and that. And I'm just like, yo, people on the internet, bro, like,
I just
they
don't
crack
understand.
me up, bro.
So how you want to go to like take this?
So what do y'all feel about him bringing him out? I ain't gonna lie, this made me fuck with DaBaby even more.
Oh, me too. The reason why is because like. I like to give him the benefit of the doubt that he's a smart man. So he has background context on this because I'm pretty sure he's talking to both parties, and he knows that since he had to plan through this because like he knows if I bring this man out, that means I can potentially hurt my future. But like I feel like he has to know. He
would have thought that when he did the scat song
and
let that come out because he already went back and forth with Meg about it. And he said that's none of my business. Whatever happened between you and him, that don't got shit to do with me.
I'm gonna just say that he has the scoop on this because he's just like it. With a rational mind, I just know that he knows that Tory never shot her because he had to talk to both sides, bro. Or I actually talked to Tory, but then I do respect DaBaby a lot more because it shows that he has some level of integrity and like he's not willing, That's just a really really respectable move because like a lot of guys would have probably never did that.
Yeah, because they don't want to tarnish their career. And even DaBaby, he's in a really high position. Like, he's a pop star.
Yes, bro.
So, by you bringing him out, you could put a lot of other things on the line.
Yeah, bro.
But he still did that. I think that's some real shit.
That's really respectable. What you think?
I think from what I've seen of DaBaby,
Yeah.
I think he is who he is. So he's actually true to himself.
Yeah.
And I think you made a good point. Like, I don't think he would bring out somebody who, or even make a song with, or even release a song with somebody that he knows has shot, like, you know, somebody that he worked with, you know, on a basis like that. So, like you said, I think he most likely does have like an inside scoop. He understands the situation way better than any of us.
Yeah.
And he does have a level of like integrity where he wouldn't work with someone knowing that, or I don't think he would. Now, if Tory Lanez shot like some man in the foot, then he'd probably be more than willing to bring him on more. But
yeah, Tory like that, but because he has a daughter, so I think since him having a daughter, he'll look at things from a different perspective. He's just like, okay, you shot a woman, you know, but he has to have some type of scoop on this, and he's just talking to Tory, and it just. I said this when we even started the podcast. When I heard this story, I was just like, come on, he shot her. Like, it just didn't make any sense to me. Like, I understand, like, not that I'm saying it's okay, but, like, okay, Tory slapped Megan Thee Stallion. That's way more believable. But, like, you shot someone, and then you go get back in the car with the person who shot you. That's just my opinion, bro. But you can go ahead, bro.
Yeah, so, I mean, yeah, that's where it all started. Like I said, when I seen that, because at first, you know, I had just seen that, and I'm like, oh, okay, DaBaby a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I took that. But it was funny because I guess people were connecting it because it's like he just performed the song he did with Meg Thee Stallion, Cry Baby. And then after Tory left, he performed another Meg Thee Stallion song, which was the Cash shit, the first, like, her first big, like, hit.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
So they like, oh, why would you do that?
Do you think it's still detrimental to his career though? Because like I know people out there, they're like, I don't care if Tory did it or not. We're still gonna bash him. And like, what I'm trying to say is like, do you think it's still gonna hurt DaBaby's career because he pulled a move out like that?
I mean, I don't believe it'll hurt his career. I think at the end of the day,
we still need some more TikTok
it's
songs.
like this with this situation, the whole situation when we go through it, it just taught me not taught me, like, you know, people always say, oh, one day they love you, one day they hate you.
I see you
this
tweet
is
that.
exactly what it is. Like, people, like, they was all over DaBaby. Oh, DaBaby this, baby this, blah, blah. Like, they love DaBaby, bro.
Yeah.
Like, he could do no wrong. Now the world hates him. Everybody's just turning on him. They gonna love him again.
He just need another hit song, right?
Yep. So then this happened.
Cell phone and turn the fucking light on if you special too. In the air with a cell phone and turn the fucking light on if you special too. Who the fuck threw that motherfucking busted ass goddamn Adidas?
50 Cent Adidas.
That's you? You the leader of the mosh pit? Then open that bitch up, nigga.
Don't be no hoe.
Before I come do a front flip out there on y'all motherfucking ass. Open that bitch up. There you go. And you too. Open that bitch up too. Put a hand in the air with a cell phone and turn
the reason why DaBaby that is not a detriment to like him working with Tory is because of what we just saw. Look at all the people in that crowd. It's literally nothing but white men. From what they just showed, it's literally nothing but white men.
It's
true. Not like black men would. Because he shot Meg. It's not like black men. What you trying to say?
We can't afford Rolling Loud?
No, I was literally about to say it's not like black men are going to be like, oh, he shot a woman. We're not going to support him. Black men don't care about that. But like white people still are going to spend.
Stop that. Black men do care about that.
Or do they?
Because you no, we're not about to put out this narrative that black men don't care about the safety of black women.
Well, because we don't. I'm playing.
It's not that we don't, but it's just like in hip hop. Let's talk about hip hop. It's not the narrative, but in hip hop, it's true. Mm-hmm. Black men in hip hop don't portray themselves to care about the safety of women. That
is true, though, bro.
Like, listen to the music.
Pouring champagne on women, bro.
What's she gonna do? Drown?
No, I'm just saying though. Like, you can just obviously see how not all black, just a good majority of black people don't care about their woman because, like, you can see in the videos where they're pouring champagne on the girls and saying like, "This is my B, this is that, bro." Come on.
All right. So people's in the comments talking about, oh, that was one of Megan's fans or whatever that threw a shoe. So that happened, and then the baby had an eventful night. I ain't gonna lie. So then this happened, and this is what really tipped it off.
Mm-hmm.
So he was trying to engage with his fans.
You didn't show up today with HIV, AIDS, any of them deadly sexual transmitted diseases that'll make you die in 2-3 weeks. Put a cell phone light in the air.
Yeah, he's pretty
Lady,
bold,
if your pussy smell like water, put a cell phone light in the air. Fellas,
Lights up.
fellas, if you ain't sucking nigga dick in the parking lot, put your cell phone lights in
Let's
the
be
air.
real about this shit.
Yeah, keep it fucking real.
Some of y'all niggas suspect as a motherfucker. Let's be real.
Is that Tory?
Nah, that's his DJ.
I don't even know what you did though.
He
I know, me too.
He said it's because you kept trying to laugh and shit.
I'm sorry,
You
my
not
fault,
trying
my
to
fault.
listen. But he said if you ain't wake up with HIV, AIDS, or some other sexually transmitted disease that'll make you die in 2-3 weeks, put your cell phone up. Put your cell
Right
phone
there.
light up. Then he said if you ladies, if your pussy smell like water, put your cell phone light up. Then he said
What?
Then he said, fellas, if you wasn't sucking dick in the drive in the parking lot or whatever, something, then put your cell phone light up. So then, then his.
Wait, run it back.
Today with HIV, AIDS, any of them deadly sexual transmitted diseases that'll make you die in 2-3 weeks. Put a cell phone light in the air. Lady, if your pussy smell like water, put a cell phone light in the air. Fellas,
Lights up.
fellas, if you ain't sucking nigga dick in the parking lot, put your cell phone lights in
Let's
the
be
air.
real about this shit.
Yeah, keep it fucking real.
Some of y'all niggas suspect as a motherfucker. Let's be real.
That's not Tory.
No, it's not
it's
Tory,
not
nigga.
Tory, but I can
Okay. All right, my fault, guys.
But yeah. So that was what tipped it off, cause now people like, where did that come from? Like, I mean, it probably would do some justice to pull up like the Shade Room comments. Like, they was really trying to kill this man. So, yeah, a whole lot of outrage over that. Cause I guess the HIV comments, I guess they felt like it was insensitive as well. They like, oh, what are you trying to say? Like, gay people are the reason for HIV or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And they like, just because you have HIV don't mean you're gonna die in 3 weeks. Like, some people live good lives with HIV, and it was a whole lot. So now he's posted this as clarification, I guess, for his statements, but some people said that he made it worse.
I wasn't going on no rant. That's called a call to action. That's what that's called, because I'm a live performer. I'm the best live performer. I'm the live show killer. You interact with your fans. You get what I'm saying? Look, all the lights went up, gay or straight. You want to know why? Because even my gay fans don't got fucking AIDS. Stupid ass. They don't got AIDS. My gay fans, they take care of themselves. They ain't going for that. They ain't no nasty gay. See what I'm saying? They ain't no junkies. You know what I'm saying? On the street. The hell you talking about? Then I said, if you ain't suck dick in the Rolling Loud parking lot, put your cell phone light up. You know what my gay fans did? Put that motherfucking light up, Because my gay fans, they ain't going for that. They got class, They ain't sucking no dick in no parking lot. You got to get a room, a good one, 5-star hotel for them niggas. Or goddamn, yeah, you got to wait till they go to the crib. They ain't just finna be out here just doing no anything. Yeah, if they a fan of me, they on some big dog shit. We ain't just going for nothing.
Oh my God.
Even my gay fans got standards. Y'all tripping. Y'all tripping. Y'all bringing negative attention and energy upon yourselves. And the ones that's doing it is people who didn't even attend the show. So this shit don't concern y'all at all. And y'all bitches who like to buddy in on goddamn other people business and play Superwoman and all that shit. Shut the fuck up. Don't be disturbing my motherfucking gay fans and goddamn making them feel uncomfortable in their skin. Cause you done goddamn seen some shit that you wasn't supposed to see anyway. You better thank Rolling Loud for streaming the shit. You ain't supposed to see that shit anyway. You ain't take the time or the energy or the dollar to bring your ass up there to the show. So you ain't supposed to get it. It ain't supposed to translate through a little 6-second clip on the cell phone. You see what I'm saying? That wasn't for y'all. Shit don't concern y'all. Shit concern the that was there. Gay or straight or goddamn both or whatever, all that shit, man. Don't none of that shit matter to me. What matter to me when I'm on that stage is putting on the show for any and everybody that's out there. And that's what the fuck I did. But ask my boy who was in the crop top on the front row. I wasn't going on no rant. That's called a call to action.
So, what do y'all feel about that? We can pause right there.
Go ahead,
I
bro.
can see what people have backlash towards it, because the way he is making it sound is that HIV people and people with HIV is like this dirty disease, right? Because he's saying like his fans don't have that. His fans don't be getting into that. I honestly think he should have made, if he made a statement, it should have been through a tweet or a post on Instagram. He shouldn't have came out and said that. Because now it makes it sounds like he's just saying, and he probably does believe that HIV is like a disgusting disease. I mean, diseases aren't pretty at all, but, you know, to put it that way, it's like, that's kind of fucked up.
He probably came through HIV too, sleeping with all those women. So I don't know why he on that take time, but
it's also because it's an unseen disease. Like you really have to trust the person that you're with, and it's not a gay disease, of course, but you really have to trust the person that you're with that they don't have that, or just just protect yourself. So it's not like somebody's willing, out there just like, oh, you got HIV, oh, let me have sex with you.
I mean, I guess it's like, I guess there's some statistics that show that people who have those type of relations, I guess, are at higher risk of
which is true,
developing HIV or whatever. But I mean, if you ask me, I don't know where that shit came from. People say bestiality, like having sex with animals, is where STDs came from. I don't know. I mean, whatever.
The way I feel about it is like, he is kind of right though. It was really for them, the people who were there. And
yeah, I was watching on YouTube. Like, I wasn't supposed to be knowing what's going on, but
it's not even. I mean,
they happen to stream it.
Yeah. The way when he was making those comments, it was just like, okay, I see where you're coming from, but I really don't think he was trying to be harmful to the gay community. Because I was thinking, like, if I was gay, I don't think I'll be harmful about that. Because I still think, like, obviously this person is trying to say things. I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but like he
call to action.
Yeah,
he's trying to get his fans riled up.
But
the only thing for me, like it does sound kind of like, I don't know, like.
Or so you think it's just a cop out then?
I don't think it's a cop out, because he's still like staying true to himself, even with the explanation. It's not like he's on some like super peachy, like, oh, I'm sorry guys, I didn't mean to, whatever. Like, he's still trying to like be cool about it, like be himself with the way he's explaining it, and I think that's why it's coming out so like mixed reaction wise. Because I mean, like, keep it a bean, if I'm watching it on YouTube, I probably don't know like what series of events led up to him even using those words.
That's why
while he was doing it, because it had to be something that happened or something for him to just randomly be like, oh yeah, if you wasn't sucking dick in the parking lot, like, how do you just think of that if that didn't happen? You know what I mean?
I was thinking the same thing, because I'm just like, because the reason why I've started paying attention to it, because I started seeing multiple people pay attention to it. When I first seen it, I didn't care at all. I was like, he said that. But then now, since everybody's reacting and they're trying to tie Lil Nas X to it, it was just like, did he just randomly start thinking about Lil Nas X?
I don't think so. Like, I'm like, literally, that can't just come out of thin air. Like, HIV AIDS. I mean, the pussy smell like water. Like, I get that. But like, you sucking dick in the parking lot? That's very specific. Like,
something had to be on his mind, bro.
He knows something that we don't know, viewing from not being there. But the people who was there, like you said, they lifted up their cell phones and put their light on.
I feel like that's all bullshit, bro. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. just because him saying that is literally protecting his pockets. That's all that this is doing, is just trying to protect his brand. Because he knows he knows how powerful the gay community is. He upped his gay fans to make it seem as if I have gay fans and I support them. But that's literally just me saying anything in order to protect what I have. That way the gay community doesn't come after me. I feel like that's all just bullshit. Like, to be honest, to say if you didn't suck, or if you suck dick in the parking lot, but people say that shit all the time at concerts. And HIV and whatnot, that's just some random shit. It could be specific, it could be random, but the parking lot and the pussy thing, I think that's just basically just jokes at a point. Yeah. I think I call bullshit on this, because yeah, he is true to himself, but he exposed a bias that he has, and he understands how big of a detriment his bias is in comparison to fucking having a song with Tory Lanez. Like
that is true. He did have some bias, but then when he started seeing them comments, he's like, "Yo, this shit might go down bad real fast."
Okay, well, so you know he's been getting held. So T.I. came to his defense, and you know some people obviously don't want to hear from T.I. right now because of what's going on with him. But
it's
damn, this is 5 minutes long. All right.
Do you know
so
where
let's just.
Top of the top. So, I guess, you know what I'm saying, social media is full of confusion. And words are often misconstrued. And to be honest with you, if homosexuals have more right than heterosexual people, just say that. Homosexuals have more rights than heterosexual people, then just say that. Let's let that be the law. Is that the law? Because I feel like I respect gays, especially the ones who have the courage and the bravery to step out and live in their truth. You know what I mean? I respect that. I think any human being, man, walking this earth who has the bravery and the courage to live their truth unapologetically, I respect that. But that I respect it the same way if you're a heterosexual person. I respect it the same way. So I don't even see what all the hoopla about. Some of y'all motherfuckers just be up in arms and fake caring.
I will say this. Because the gay community has a lot, they put a lot more money into their own community and in their politicians. They're able to have sort of this community that they have, where it seems as if, like he said, homosexuals may have more rights than heterosexual people. But that's not the case for heterosexual people outside of our community. That's the thing that we don't understand. Since a lot of us don't back our politicians, we really don't have coordinated political action committees or PACs, and we're not putting money into politicians, or not that many of us are. We don't get to, and we definitely, the community, I don't even got to speak on that, but because we don't have that coordination going on, this is how it's going to look. So of course, they, like this person says, so DaBaby can't speak their mind, but Lil Nas X can tongue down 2 men on live TV. Lil Nas X is backed by the money and the policies of the gay community. Whereas, what is DaBaby backed by? Literally, people are just getting rich off DaBaby, and they could find a new one tomorrow. So,
damn, you trying to say baby replaceable? It's like, no, I know, I get it.
Shit, just cause you ain't got shit else going on in your life for real. You dig? Ain't nothing in the world gonna make me hate nobody just because they do something different in the bedroom than I do. Ain't none of my business. Zero. Give a damn what you doing with your dick or your ass or your genitalia, your period. I don't give a damn. Fuck, I care. Who asked me? Who asked you, motherfucker? You on my motherfucking live. What is you talking about? Ask me, motherfucker. You motherfucker feel like you can goddamn get on here and goddamn express your opinions and say what the fuck you want to say, but because people are celebrities, they just supposed to shut the fuck up? Get the fuck out of here. What the fuck is wrong with you? I mean, it's just not realistic. But like I said, man, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot of respect for motherfuckers like Lil Nas X and motherfuckers like Frank Ocean, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers who step out there and live their truth. Honest with themselves. You dig?
This nigga Frank Ocean ain't been on the map in over 5 years.
This is true.
Hey, you gonna bring his name up?
Right.
That nigga Frank Ocean, like, I'm just minding my business. Why are you talking about me?
Right, bro.
A lot of you motherfuckers out there hiding your truth. And that's the whole shit. That's what's not respectable. It wouldn't be the fact that you gay. It would be the fact that you out here fronting. Fronting like you ain't. If you is, be proud. Shit. And then, I mean, it seems as though, okay, what I want people to know, from my understanding is, you get the energy that you put out there, okay? You get the energy that you put out there. I don't care who it is, like, from a male-dominated society that put out a whole bunch of energy like that, you're going to get the equal opposite energy in return. And that's why you have, you know what I'm saying, such a strong feminist movement. It's going to be overly directed in the area of feminism because of all the years that it was overly masculine. You get the energy you put out there. You can't make me homophobic because I'm proud to be a heterosexual. You can't make nobody homophobic because just because I am proud of what I am don't make me hate what you are. Period. Period, bruh. You know what I mean? You can't ain't no way to tangle or twist that, bruh. Ain't no way to tangle or twist that. Ain't no hate. Ain't no hate in that, bruh. If I'm proud to be black, that don't make me hate you because you white. If I'm proud to be a man, that don't make me hate you because you a woman. Period. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, the Lil Nas X shit, the performances and video, man, I got a lot of respect for bro because, like I said, he had the courage to live his truth, but that shit ain't for me. It just ain't for me. I ain't got no business looking at it. I just can't look at it. It ain't for me, right? But I feel the same way, and I don't want my children seeing it either. I don't want my children seeing it. You know what I mean? Because their minds haven't developed to the place where they can wrap their minds around those type of experience and those types of visual presentations and know how to sort it out within their perception. You dig? But I feel the same way about the WAP video. I actually enjoyed the WAP video a little bit better, but I still feel the same way. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. But if you're going to have the WAP video, you're going to damn sure have the Lil Nas X video. And if you're going to have the Lil Nas X video and him living his truth, you're going to damn sure have people like DaBaby who going to speak their truth. And it ain't nothing wrong with none of it. It ain't got to be no hate. It's all honesty. It's all honesty. Everybody living.
I do agree with his very last point.
Yeah, when it got to like the halfway mark, he starts.
It's all honesty and there shouldn't be hate on either side.
Yeah, I agree.
But it's jealousy. That's the issue.
But the thing is, in today's world, we know it can't be that.
That's
because
the grass looks greener. The grass always looks greener on the other side. So like us as like straight men, we'll say that, it just looks like, they're really trying to, they are trying to emasculate black men. But at the same time, we'll say like, it looks like homosexuals just get to do as they please. And then from a homosexual's perspective, they'll probably say the same exact thing about straight people or heterosexual people.
Yeah, I agree. And then Boosie had this to say about the situation.
Everybody not with their nephew sucking dick. You can't. Everybody not with that shit. You just can't put that shit on everybody and expect it to be cool. Nas X say he won't perform naked on stage for charity. You don't fuck with him like you fuck with DaBaby. Be even-sided, man. Be even-sided. You don't feel that disrespect going dance naked. You don't think that's disrespect in front of boys who trying to be straight? It's totally disrespect. Totally disrespect. If I'm at awards and he go up there naked, I'm gonna drag his ass off stage and beat his ass. Yeah. You let a nigga dance naked in front of your children, you a motherfucking crazy motherfucker. Or you like dick too. Everybody not with their nephew sucking dick.
Everybody not with their nephew sucking dick. So, whole lot of things, you know, been going on. Like I said from the jump, as you can see, whole lot of people chiming in. Tory Lanez, of course, because, you know, he recently was canceled. So, you know, he had to back his man. Said cancel culture doesn't exist. It's just a small group of niggas on Twitter tweeting at the same time. And so, after DaBaby did that video, I guess he put out another apology. He said, I tell fans to put a cell phone light in the air and y'all start a Million Man March. I told you y'all digested that wrong, but I ain't gonna lie, I'm impressed. Now show this same amount of support when a racist cop kill one of our black ass. Y'all not. And then he said, anybody who done never been affected by AIDS, HIV, y'all got the right to be upset. What I said was insensitive, even though I have no intentions of offending anybody. So my apologies. But the LGBT community, I ain't tripping on y'all. Do you? Y'all business is y'all business. Where do y'all stand with that?
Well, boy, there was a lot thrown at us.
With what DaBaby just said, I guess.
I mean, yo, he said what he had to say. Wayne was saying that he just got exposed for his bias and he don't know how to handle the controversy. So he probably going down that route. I mean, what response haven't we heard that sounds the same?
So Dua Lipa actually responded to the comments during DaBaby set. I don't know who that is, bro. I like, people keep talking about this person.
She was on Pop Smoke's album.
Yeah, you said that. On Pop Smoke's album. That don't mean I know who the fuck she is.
You know, Pop
like
Smoke,
I'm reading
so
comments. I'm reading comments on their shade room. They talk about, oh, she made DaBaby's career and shit. I'm like, how? This nigga was on Suge solo. Like, he been popping. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about, bro?
So Dua Lipa says, I'm surprised and horrified at DaBaby's comments. I really don't.
Just stop. No, not you, bro. But like, people are so dramatic. Like, bro.
Oh yeah.
She was sitting there just smiling with her friends, just talking, making that comment. Like, she was just like, you know, we were talking like this. She probably just chilling with her friends, talking about some typing. I'm surprised and horrified.
I'm surprised and horrified. I'm like, what, y'all? I'm surprised and horrified at DaBaby's comments. I really don't recognize this as the person I worked with. I know my fans know where my heart lies and that I stand 100% with the LGBTQ community. We need to come together to fight the stigma and ignorance around HIV/AIDS. So
I was Gary say something real nice.
I guess this is
go ahead, bro.
Their song that they did together. A clip from it. But yeah, so basically, I guess they collaborated on a track called "Levitating" in 2020, and I guess people are saying that song made DaBaby's career. I don't understand how, but I mean, maybe Dua Lipa.
He been popping, bro.
I guess Dua Lipa because maybe she's a.
Can you go on her Instagram
artist.
page right now to see like the type of crowd that she has?
Dua Lipa.
I've never heard of her, and she has 69 million followers. What does she even do?
She's a musician.
Music.
This is not possible.
It is, though. It is.
Like,
but I mean, I don't know. I'm just so confused. I just don't get it.
What does she do, right? I mean, I know she makes music, but
like,
you can't have 70 million fans and not know.
My thing is this, right? Okay, DaBaby just did that. Y'all worked last in 2020. What does that have to do with this? For you to now say, I don't recognize this person. This isn't the same person I work with. Like, why is this whole LGBTQ shit that deep that you have to go and backtrack and defend you working with somebody in the past before they made comments about the LGBT
maybe
community.
majority of her fan base is LGBT or identifies with the LGBT community,
I
or
mean,
she herself.
the way she takes pictures.
But for me, okay, I worked with him last year. I don't like if you really feel a way about what he said. You don't have to say anything at all. Why do you have to clear up you working with him by saying, "Oh, this isn't the same person I worked with. I'm horrified and surprised at this. I don't know who this is."
I mean, it was a year later. So a year before when she worked with him. I don't think like she's trying to clear up her working with him. I don't think she's trying to clear up that act. Like, okay, I don't agree with the mentality that he has. I think she's just saying that like she just surprised.
You could say I don't support his comments without you saying,
okay,
I worked with him, this wasn't the same person. I don't know who this is.
Yeah, I don't. I get why she would say that, but yeah, she could have worded it a different way. But at the same time,
all this shit fake, man.
I mean, yeah, it's all, at the end of the day, it's all confusion of both parties not really understanding each other. But it is what it is. Like, what can we do? Like, what? Just like we only can talk about it. But she is pretty weird for saying that she didn't know who she was working with. Like, how did you not get a good sense of who this guy is?
Right, like exactly. Like you think, like, bro, and this is the thing that 2021 has taught me, bro.
Well, what has it taught you, bro?
People, like, okay, I get it, right?
Yeah.
We want to break out of microaggressions, break out of stereotypes and all this shit. But, bro, at the end of the day, bro, patterns show certain patterns are there for a reason.
So what do you mean
we have patterns to study for a reason. And this is gonna come out bad. I know this is, probably gonna come out 20 years later when I'm doing something serious with my life. But patterns mean something. If you see a bunch of people with a whole bunch of face tats, sagging their pants, whatever, you're going to think something about their behavioral traits. Something about their mentality, something about their way of life, something about their characteristics. Because patterns have been identified with that type of thing. The same way when you see somebody who says that they skateboard a lot, you have an image in your head of what type of style that person carries. So now you can see the type of style that these people carry in their image and their character that follows with that, and understand there's a pattern here.
Yeah.
Okay, he probably identifies with some of these things.
Mm-hmm.
But, patterns don't matter anymore in 2020. Basically, you could be a guy that looks like DaBaby, tatted up, sagging your pants, wearing iced out chains
and still be a pastor
and be a pastor.
I mean, like I've been saying shit like that because now it's like, bro, everybody just want to be accept. Like we can only look at people as individuals.
Like we act like image doesn't mean something. There's a reason why image is so important, because image is associated with certain status or characteristics or things like that. So why are we now trying to act like that's not a thing?
The thing in America, bro, everything now, like how history has been, everything now is just becoming reversed, in a sense. Like with sexuality, with the way we look at women, all shit like that, bro.
So, Demi Lovato comes out. I don't even know what this means, but
I was just thinking about her.
But why do you think about Demi Lovato?
Because we're talking about no. Because you were saying that you made a comment about something about image, and like you said something, had something about homosexuality. I'm thinking like Demi Lovato did come out as saying that she doesn't want to be known as her gender. Like I was thinking about shit like that.
Okay. So she reposted what DaBaby said, I guess, and she said, hot people listen to the original version of Levitating. So the original version is the song with just Dua Lipa. So she's basically telling people, listen to the version of Levitating that doesn't have DaBaby on it because he made these comments. Once again, why? I don't know. I mean, it's just like So now you're trying to blackball DaBaby. Okay, I get it. Now,
why didn't you even talking?
Boohoo. DaBaby had a deal with Boohoo. He was on, he's done some commercials promoting different like clothing. You know how Megan Thee Stallion does shit with Fashion Nova or whatever. DaBaby has a deal with Boohoo. Boohoo man condemns the use of homophobic language and confirmed we will no longer be working with DaBaby. Diversity and inclusion are a part of Boohoo Group's DNA, and we pride ourselves on representing the diverse customers we serve across the globe. We stand by and support the LGBTQ plus community and do not tolerate hate speech or discrimination in any form.
I mean, you can't blame them. They gotta protect their company. They don't give a fuck about you.
Right.
Right.
So that. Then DaBaby reposted a video of him dodging the Adidas. And he says, no weapon form. This how I bob and weave anything sent to destroy me. Check my resume and sit back. Hashtag my soul ain't for sale. How y'all feel about that?
DaBaby, just say you religious. I mean, bro, what is it there to say? Because a lot of a lot of these guys, they have their own old traditional values. They look at how, they believe that a man is supposed to be with a woman. Because at the end of the day, the topic is really about homosexuality.
And then look at this. Like, why is this the top comment here? Like, people just say anything that don't even make sense with no context. DaBaby killed someone, beat woman, but saying this HIV jokes is where y'all cancel him and draw the line. Okay.
I get where you're coming from.
DaBaby defending himself against someone. It's not like he just went out of his way to go kill somebody. Oh, I want to.
Oh, yeah,
exactly.
Of course.
And then they're saying he beats women because a fan. You remember that time where a fan like was trying to record him, and she had the flash on in his face, and he, from his account, he didn't see who had the phone up, so he just swung like that was just his reaction because the phone was in his face, and it happened to be a woman.
Yeah.
So they're saying he beats women because of that. Oh man, people are funny. But honestly, I don't think this is gonna work. All in all, I don't think they're gonna be able to cancel DaBaby. That's just my thought. But he said, and for any brands, networks, or artists that like to profit off of black rappers' influence on the culture without understanding it or having the patience to deal with what comes with the position we play in our culture, keep your money next time. Us niggas human too. Hashtag God bless.
It's all bullshit, bro. It's like, that's what happens when you don't invest in your community. That's it. I will say, like, you have to look at this from a perspective of someone who is, I guess, we would say that the gay community may not be oppressed now, but look at it from a perspective of someone being oppressed. If this were Tucker Carlson and he got on stage and said...
Who? Tucker Carlson.
If he got on stage and said something about black people, then we'll be up in arms. It's the same way that it is now. And then, he won't get canceled, of course, because it's different for us, but it's kind of like the same.
I was thinking the same thing, Wayne. I was thinking
like
if Tucker Carlson would have said something that, if he would have said, y'all black people, y'all, like, if you would have said something
love
about
fried chicken, put your light up.
Yeah, like.
Oh, yeah, they would have been mad.
Yeah, they would have been mad.
This is literally, that's how it is for them. Like I said, we wouldn't be able to remove, because Tucker Carlson always says some wild stuff about black people every day, but we wouldn't be able to remove him, or like brands like Fox is no longer working with him. But this is kind of the gist of it. But I'm calling bullshit on this because, you want to say all of this about, people profiting off of black influence and black culture, but you don't want to even make some shit with black people? That's bullshit.
What you mean? He got a label. He signed all black artists.
That's like the tip of the iceberg, I'll say. Like, sure, that's a good thing, but don't say all of this as far as brands, networks. You can say that about artists since you sign all black artists. But at the same time, it's just like, if you're not going to do shit for more black people, you're just going to put some artists on, then don't say any of like. There's really no point of bringing race into it.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not,
bro, we were talking about that. Weren't we talking about that like last week? About like the homosexuality in the black community, and like how people are just trying to tie it together for some reason. Not to just get off the topic, but I was just saying.
I mean, I don't know. We were talking about like with the Lil Nas X video.
Yeah.
You know, like trying to like emasculate the image of the black man a little bit.
Okay.
So basically, to the point of that, you know, do something for the community. Like I get it, but it's like, bro, however many millions DaBaby's worth, 8 figures. Like we could say it's a lot of money and he could just do so much, but you really gotta be calculated when you create opportunities out here. You can't just give people money.
Oh yeah,
like,
it's not about just giving money.
So now you, like, we don't know his label, how like all the jobs he might have created that black people are working. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes. We just see the artist because that's like the main attraction. But we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. He could be hiring a whole lot of people. And I think I'm going to keep it a bean. Like, that's one of the best ways to give back to your community by creating opportunities for those people as far as jobs. Like, ways that they can get paid. Not just giving them money, because then you give somebody money, what are they going to do with it? Like,
no, it's not about giving money, because I know you can't just give money to the community because they won't act right. And sure, giving jobs is good, but listen to your actual community. The issue that people in the black community have with black media is the portrayal of black people in black media. That is the portrayal of who he is.
Mm-hmm.
If you really want to give back to your community, then you have to change who you are. But he can't change who he is, one, because that's all he knows. But at the same time, he makes so much money being who he is.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Nobody really, in our community, if we want to grow, to be perfectly honest, we cannot have these niggas being the forefront and the faces of our community. Because it's all backwards. Like, look at what they represent. Look at what they talk about.
Yeah, we just gotta stop. I guess we just gotta stop making these niggas rich.
I mean,
but it's not us who makes them rich. We the ones who do add more money into. We put, we feed their pockets, but we aren't signing them.
I mean, he does have a point.
I
like,
mean,
cause I was gonna say that too. Like, I mean, we are the ones who are making these guys so important in the culture. But
us
we're also not the ones putting money in their pocket. Like we said, black people aren't buying front row seats at Rolling Loud.
No,
what most of the time.
But like that means that we'll have to have a conversation with white America on that. Stop signing bad images. I mean, bad people who represent us in the wrong way.
I mean, why would they do that?
Exactly.
That's the point.
We could own our own labels, but the labels that we do own, as we can see, they do the same exact thing because they have the same exact ideology.
Because the thing is,
they all gonna have to criticize BET also.
I mean, yes, that's true. That's true. The labels that we own, that they allow to exist, do present the same image, but at the same time, bro, I've seen people try to go that route. Oh, we're just gonna do it for our people by us, and all of a sudden, this person going to jail.
That's because niggas don't want to work together. Niggas don't want to work together. They are. I understand why we may not be able to have these things, because people have so much money and there's so much things tied towards it. It's literally risking everything that they work for in order to create this platform that they won't even be able to see in the future. But that's the thing. It's just like
no one has integrity to actually do that.
That's the sacrifice that just has to come with it. And like you said, people who do stray that way, they end up going to jail for something, or they just get canceled out of the blue. They get those Bill Cosby allegations and whatnot.
Exactly.
So it's just like, but if more people decide to work together to do that, I'm not even going to pinpoint specific names, but if more of us decide to work together to do that, we wouldn't even have to worry about that. But my issue with this, like I said, is just him throwing race in there. Like, bro,
I mean,
there's no point in doing that.
I definitely agree that we should have decentralized leadership. Like, it shouldn't just be all around one person because then they could just take that person out. Like, what do you mean?
Like they've been doing, like, yeah.
Exactly, like Martin Luther King. Oh, let's just take him out. But if it's Wayne, Samson, Irvin, everybody.
No.
Remember, activists don't get pussy.
Yo.
But yeah. So it's like, honestly, I get where he's coming from, but I mean, cause it's like, all right, you want DaBaby to go and start something, bro? Jay-Z, Kanye West, all these niggas that's already up there, they got the money that can actually really back that. Like, yeah, DaBaby got a couple millions, but like, let's be real. When you really trying to do something that's going to affect like a whole society, bro, you need more money than that. You probably even need more money than what Jay-Z and Kanye got.
But he could be a piece to the puzzle. So if we were to have someone like Jay-Z or Kanye or even Diddy in there, he could be another piece of the puzzle. Or we have DaBaby, backing us. He's doing X in, whatever city. And we have, other artists, Lil Baby doing, whatever in his city. And then it's kind of like it's like a giant network of people.
So are we necessarily talking about like how to help the black community?
We kind of got away from
He's talking about that because he's calling bullshit on this. And I'm saying I can't call bullshit on that for what you're saying, because for me, that's not fair to put this on DaBaby and say, oh, well, you should start your own thing and this, and that. Because at the end of the day, like, even, like, when we look at ourselves, like, it ain't like we are trying to be like, oh, like right now, we want to do for ourselves to get ourselves to somewhere that we want to be. And then, when we get there, we might think about other things, but it ain't going to be like, oh, I'm going to just work my ass off to get here just so that I can, I get what you're saying. Like, I get what you're saying. Like, not just, just expend all your resources on people, but still, it's like,
bro, you basically.
Do you want to take that risk, bro? Like, do you want to take that risk?
Like,
do you want to take that risk, bro?
Bro, just say
like,
that.
You work your ass off to get where you at, and you feel like anybody else could do it too. You ain't sacrificed nobody. You ain't doing no Illuminati shit. You worked your way up. Do you want to now just be like, I'm gonna take this risk so that other people who might not even be grateful for it?
You're basically saying everybody should do their own part, and then when everybody does their own part, we can come together.
I mean, because the only thing the only thing I'm saying, right, is that I'm sure people have thought about this. Like, I'm pretty sure Jay-Z and all the time that he's been rich, he never thought about, oh, I should work with the other richest people in this shit and start something. I'm pretty sure they thought about it, but there's reasons why they cannot do it. And I can't tell you what it is, but those reasons are in place. And they know that very well. That's why they don't even play in that area.
Yeah.
So
what you gotta say, bro, on what he said?
I believe that there is some barriers as to why these things cannot happen, but I cannot prove that. So I mean, I guess you might have.
I want to know what you have to say to what he said.
I still think it's bullshit. Like, I'm gonna throw in the race card because they pulled the gay card on me. Like,
I mean, hey.
Cause like at this point, it's like there's no need to throw in a race card.
He's throwing a race card because, bro, Dua Lipa.
But I don't get the thing with this.
You wanted DaBaby on your song when DaBaby was all pop. Everybody loved DaBaby, but now because of some little shit, now I don't even recognize him anymore. This is I don't even know this guy anymore. Like all that. That's fake. No, stop trying to profit off of us if you can't accept everything that come with us. The same way you a human being and you got this shit that you got valuable to you, I got shit that's valuable to me. And I have my own
Wait, what do you mean by you have to accept everything that come with us? Like
if you want to not that you have to accept everything that comes with it, but don't work with me. You know something about me before you start working with me. It's not like, I mean, if you just want to know everything, then ask that before we work together. But at the end of the day, you work with this person, you got to be able to accept everything. It's a contractual agreement. You work with this person. Y'all about to make money together. That's business. So therefore, you have to accept everything that's going to come with that. You can't now turn your back on the business. Oh yeah, I didn't know that you was going to do this. So blah, blah, blah.
But what do you mean you have to accept everything that comes with it? I'm just trying to get it.
I'm not saying that Dua Lipa has to go out and say, "Oh, I support DaBaby" in saying this, but you don't have to now turn your back on him though. Like, you don't have to be like, "Oh, I'm denouncing him. I don't recognize this person anymore." You don't have to do. Like I said, I would have just said nothing. We're already doing business together. I don't have to say nothing.
Can we just clarify what like DaBaby's his whole like the theme of his message was? Was he just trying to say like
on stage?
Yeah. What was the theme of it?
I think he was just trying to get his fans like riled up, like put your lights up.
Because if DaBaby is not saying he's to clarify this up, bro. DaBaby was not trying to go He was not trying to go a sexual have a sexual topic on this. This is not about him standing for homosexuals and him not standing for homosexuals. He was just trying to get the crowd riled up. That's it. Now, on her half, bro, I feel like everybody's trying to take this to make this a sexual thing when it's not supposed to be, bro.
No, it only got that way. Well, I think they take that clip.
Yeah.
But I think that is out of context. It's sort of out of context. It's what he said when he was trying to clear that clip up. That was all.
Yeah, it's what he said because try to clear the clip up. Like, I don't think this thing is really about. Because you were talking about you have to accept everything that comes with it. Like, him trying to get because he's at the end of the day, he's trying to get the crowd riled up. He's not trying to have a sexual, talk about homosexuality, heterosexuality type of thing like that. It's not about, I have homosexual values and I don't agree with. He just agreed that he's cool with homosexual.
Whoever did music with DaBaby has heard his music before.
Yeah, of course.
They know what he raps about. Okay, he might not rap about homosexuality, but if I do music with King Von, I know he raps about murdering people. And then if he gets locked up for one of the murders that he was doing, I can't be like, oh, I don't recognize this guy. This isn't the same person. Like, oh, I wish I never worked with him. Like, what is that? I've listened to, I know who he is through his music a little bit. Yes, I get it. It's entertainment, but to some form, it is an expression of oneself.
I do think when it comes to other artists and they make these posts about something that another artist said and they're getting canceled for it, they should do it more in a way where they should do it just like a DM or reach out to their manager and say, hey, I didn't appreciate it. It made me feel this way instead of going on social media. But I think, like you said, it's more like a...
But I don't get... No, I honestly don't get this shit. Because this him clarify, when he made that clarification, bro, it had nothing to do... Because he already accepted homosexuals. He already said, I don't have any problem with homosexuals. So... Yeah, really, what she's mad at, it's not about her accepting...
He said that after... the outrage of what he said on stage. He didn't. I don't know if he said past the clip, but on the clip he didn't say, "Oh yeah, I love all people, gay or straight." He said, "If you sucking dick in the parking lot, raise up your light. If you're not sucking dick." So
no, but we're talking about we're talking about him clearing himself up. He also did accept that he accepts homosexuals. He didn't say I don't have a problem with what y'all do. He said y'all business is what y'all like. He wasn't like. At the end of the day, he low-key wants to say he doesn't accept them, but he said it anyway. And T.I. said it anyway, too. He said, I respect anybody who stands up for what they do. So when you're talking about, like, you have to accept this part of me, it's like this really isn't... they're trying to make it a homosexual, like a sexual topic, when it really isn't at the end of the day. Because she can't get mad at him. He already said that he accepted homosexuals. So what's the point? Like, you get what I'm saying, bro? Because what's the point of keep talking about it? That's what I'm just trying to say.
To make money off of it.
He said, other than that, y'all cheer the fuck up and be proud of who you are, because you can't make me feel less of myself. Aside from that, Hidalgo, Texas, blah blah blah. on my show so y'all can see how I get down. Tory Lane said, when did rap get so politically correct that you can't speak your mind and have an opinion? Why the fuck was rap started? For us to speak our mind. Rappers will not always be right, and you don't have to agree, but they have a right to speak their mind.
They do. They just can't say anything about gay people. And certain artists can't say anything about gay people. Big 30 could talk about killing homosexuals all he want. He won't get canceled. But
that's what I love.
You think so?
No, they ain't canceling Big 30, bro. Unless when you start to like Lil Baby, when you start to get higher in your career and you stand up for the Black Lives Matter and you're trying to show that you're consciously up there, they can cancel you.
I mean, well, yeah, because at the end of the day, Lil Baby's making the money that he's making.
You got sacrificed,
not because of music. So when you get to a certain point, your income is beyond music. That's why Big 30 can't get canceled, because right now he's just making money off music.
Of course,
but rap is still politically correct, though. In my opinion, I think you can still say the things that you want. So it's just when you are at a Tory Lanez level, when you're at a DaBaby level, and a Lil Baby level, and you're not making money solely off of hip hop, and also your fan base is different now. It's not just strictly black people, and yeah. You got to be politically correct. That's why Drake treads lightly when he raps.
That is true, because you can say a lot of things, but while you're coming up, that it won't affect you once you start making it. But once you make it and you start saying that shit,
like Tyler the Creator used to talk about, he used to say a lot of things about gay people.
Young Thug too.
When he started off, and then all of a sudden,
Hold up, so basically when we're talking about hip hop, are we trying to say like gay people are coming for the black community's values?
I don't even know if we can say that word.
No.
Because we are talking about hip hop, bro.
We should start subbing that word out.
I don't think what
the GAY word.
Oh, let me just say it.
That's what I'm hearing about you.
Because it seems like gay people are coming after black people's values, like traditional values. Because that's what it is, bro. It's not really the rappers. The rappers are the symbolism of like what's going on, like what the black community represent. And I remember we had this discussion before. Black people are naturally conservatives. So it seems like homosexuals are just really trying to go after black people's values. Like we always talk about like how white America, a large part of white America accepts homosexuality, and like they want, I guess anybody who else comes to America to accept that also. And pretty much it seems like they're just trying to come after black people's like traditional values that other people have in the world. That's how I look at it.
The saddest thing about Twitter is the people who get on here look for what's trying to support whatever they think people are supporting. Won't take the time to fact check. Won't take the time to research nothing. Okay. Somebody says, since when can rappers shoot girls on the feet? He says, since when have you had actual evidence that I did that? Oh, wait.
My gosh.
Why the fuck was rap started? LOL. So rap started so you and DaBaby could tag team in misogyny and homophobia in peace, or what? This guy stinks. When did I say anything about DaBaby? But
read the tweet and stop being a sheep. Think.
Yeah, man. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, man.
Because they have to be attacking the black community's values. Because like, why do people try to make Black Lives Matter synonymous with the gay movement? I mean, with the LGBTQ movement.
I think it's more so like
there's other factors that play to it too.
Since heterosexuality is dominant in the African American community, or just any community in America in general, this is what they're trying to go after, because they feel as if the heterosexual community has oppressed them for years.
Because we're coming to something now. Because you were talking about Lil Nas X in this video. You was like, you made it take. You said Lil Nas X is trying to emasculate black men.
Well,
and I was
it's not Lil Nas X is trying to emasculate whatever. Lil Nas, I think I said this too. I don't believe Lil Nas X is really like that in real. I don't believe that Lil Nas X is who he's portraying himself to be in these music videos. He's
Honestly,
a puppet.
Yeah.
I'll say that flat out. He's a puppet of whatever the agenda is.
So they are.
He represents something larger than himself, but that's not him. So now, what he's representing is trying to emasculate the image of the black man. You didn't see the video, right? The Industry Baby video.
I saw it. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I saw it.
But
Thank God.
but you see, he's walking through the jail. Everybody in there is homosexual. So, he's walking with the two guys. They're walking very sassy. All black men, though.
Mm-hmm.
When you're doing the naked dance scene in the shower, all black men. Jack Harlow's just a janitor. White guy hands him the hammer to get out. They're only portraying the black men like this. And then the way it's like trying to penetrate rap is because in real life, Lil Nas X does not have any tattoos that I know of.
Mm-hmm.
But in the music video, he's all tatted up. He got the grills in. He's trying to look like the rapper image.
So yeah.
So he's trying to portray a certain image because you don't have to do that. You don't have tattoos. Why are you putting all these fake marks on your body and doing all this? Because you're trying to push something onto black rap and black male image.
So basically, okay.
And then you got you got the black men dancing naked in the shower, doing all this and swinging they shit around. Why don't you got no Indian men? Why don't you got no Asian men in there? Why don't you got no white men in there? Oh, because you can't. Because they'll fuck you up if you put them in there. But it's easy for you to put us in there and say that, oh, this is what we do and it's okay. But you put an Asian man in there, you put the Indian, all them other people in there, it's not gonna go down the same way. Why is that?
So
because they protect their image.
So what?
Because they know that that's detrimental to the image. I'm sorry to keep cutting you off, but
No,
they
yeah,
know
go
that's
ahead,
detrimental to the image. So you can't tell me it's not detrimental to the image because if it wasn't, then he could put anybody in there.
I feel
Why
like,
does it have to be all black guys?
I feel like the reason why he's doing that is because like the symbolism of him is like with the homosexuality thing, and black people are the ones like besides like the Asian community and all that stuff in America, black people are like the last hope for like like the natural, like I'm talking about the natural values that they have. So I feel like homosexuals are trying to target just black people in general and be like this is what we have to be accepting of, in a sense.
I think it's easier to target the black community because
they're Americans.
Because it's a matriarch in African American community. It's a matriarch community where in a lot of cases it seems as if the women lead. So obviously women will be way more accepting of homosexual men than heterosexual men of. So I mean I think it's just you can start with this community because it'd be much easier to persuade.
No, because we really are on to something now. Like, cause with what's going on, yo, bro, like this shit is becoming really weird. Like I said before, like how people are trying to like make like the Black Lives Matter movement should have nothing to do with homosexuality.
Let's leave it on the cliffhanger. I want to know what the audience thinks. Let us know in the comment section below what y'all think about all of this. Cause this is a very multi-layered situation. Like this is even a longer video. Like we've been recording for a minute, but
an hour and 9 minutes.
Damn, sheesh. But yeah. So let us know in the comment section below what y'all think. Also like the video, share, subscribe to the channel for more. And we'll see you guys in the next one, man. Peace. All right, so